In today's episode, I want to share with you my philosophy for delivering your coaching program to your high-ticket clients. Let's hop in and get this started. Before we get too deep, I got some pretty not so good news on some family stuff just a minute or two before going live right now. So I wanted to go ahead and just get this done and to not delay it, but do understand if my energy isn't necessarily at its highest. And I hope you guys understand, and I thank you so much for in advance for understanding. Let's hop now that we're kind of on the same page. I probably won't include that in the actual edited audio version of the show, but since it's me and you hanging out live and you can see and feel a bit more than you might be able to hear through the headphones, I thought that'd probably be good to just share real quick before here, and to my family and close friends here who know and just want to take a second to just address that here real quick. That said, let's hop in and let's get the show recorded, and let's talk about my philosophy for delivering your coaching program to your online coaches, or to your online coaching clients, rather. Hey, what's up? Jeremy here from whatupjeremy.com, back with another episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in today. In yesterday's episode, we talk about this concept from reality transurfing about importance and why this can mess up the vision that you have for your future, what you are dreaming about creating and bringing into this world with the wealth that you create from your coaching business, let alone your coaching business. And we talk about the idea of how you maintain your energy and your composure so that you don't waste energy on meaningless things that pull away from what you're trying to create, what you're trying to manifest in this reality. We talk about the importance of minimizing importance. Be sure to backtrack one episode to episode 153 so that you can understand more on this concept, how to apply this concept, or to see if you are already enacting this so that you can double down on this reality transurfing technique. In today's episode, I want to talk about delivering your coaching program, delivering your online services, delivering your digital program, and my philosophy specifically for online coaches and for online business owners and for online business owners who are here to deliver life-changing results and transformations to their paying clients. The first thing that you got to get right, and the first part of my philosophy, is that if you want for your clients, and let alone your prospects in your market, to pay attention to you, you have to be engaging. Being engaging, weird to say, and I had to reorder some stuff as I brainstormed today's episode. I did it from a farm right down the street, had some breakfast on the patio. I could see everything that I ate growing around me. It was quite the morning. And as I was brainstorming what I was exactly going to share in today's episode, I came about a little bit of a conundrum in how important this part is into your online business and getting buy-in from your clients and buy-in from your prospects and buy-in from your market. And that is that you must be engaging. And being engaging is almost more important, let me finish the sentence and the thought, than what you're teaching and the education that it is that you're providing. And most coaches have this backwards. They think that the information is the value. And that's not the value. The value is the transformation that your clients are getting, and they're paying a good amount of money for it because we charge for our value. We see and we know our value as online coaches and the value that we bring. And so we charge accordingly. So you charge accordingly. But if you are not engaging and you cannot get your clients to want to participate for a long period of time and want to push through any challenges they're going to have in their business, in their life, in their relationships, and whatever it is that you coach them on, it's going to be really hard for them to become clients for life, let alone to speak highly of you and for them to do your marketing for you with their results. And so you absolutely have to be engaging. I don't have enough time in this lifetime to talk to you about what needs to happen in your personality, in your unique character, and how to actually be entertaining and to be into those things. And I don't want you to be anything that you're not. But here are a couple things that you can start doing so that you can develop that character in the meantime, and a couple things that you can start doing to become more engaging. One of those things that you can be doing is asking questions. Sometimes as a coach, I see this a lot more in the very early stages of an online coach's business, is that you're excited to finally have a client, let alone clients in front of you on the Zoom room or taking your course, or actually you have your first client and you're delivering the service. and you kind of feel like you need to have all of the answers. But what you discovered the longer that you're in online coaching is that you can't have all of the answers. And as your program grows and you get more people, you have more folks to rely on for deeper, more meaningful perspectives and answers. And so what you end up finding, and it's very humbling, is that, hey, I'm almost one of you guys. You are almost one of them, and you get to be the curious student, and you might have more answers and more insight, but that doesn't necessarily mean that when someone asks a question that you have to just give it to them. And so I want for you, when you get questions asked to you, to ask, if it's just a one-on-one client, ask them questions to go deeper. What I'm hearing you ask is this: do I have that right? Okay, cool. Now, are you meaning to ask this question, or tell me more about where this is coming from, or what's been your experience so far, or what's your gut telling you? And challenge. We're going to get to more on this here in a second on this concept, but either challenge your client to think deeper so that they ask better, higher level questions to get better answers, because that's the quality of their life is going to be based on the questions they ask. So this is going to be teaching them to ask better questions. And you can be super easy on people with this, or you can be a little bit of a hard ass with this as well, or you can find you're right in the middle. And then on top of that, when you have a group coaching program, or you have a call with many clients and students on it, what I would implore you to do is get the questions and then ask the question to your audience first. So imagine you're in a Zoom room, you have 15 other students, and someone asks a question and raise their hand. Repeat the question and say, who here's had experience with this? You don't have to go to them for the answer. Raise your hand if you had an experience with this before. Raise your hand if you've had this question before. Raise your hand if you have this question right now. That gives you a little bit of a litmus test to see where the room is at, which can be important for other reasons that are probably a little bit too deep for us to go into here today in the nuances, because I have a couple points. This might be one of those a little bit longer episodes. Weird how sometimes I have like a week of 11 to 14 minute episodes. The next week, they're all like 22 minutes. So ask questions. And if they do have other students that have other questions, you can ask them, what's been your experience? Or what's been your thought on this? Or what did you find out after being there? Or are you still in that? You can listen to some other people's journeys. And then also your students see that they're not alone. So ask questions to become more engaging. You also probably have to do things, if this is not inside of your current wheelhouse of strengths, to have some fun. You need to build fun into your program. You need to make it fun for people to participate and for your clients to stay engaged. Getting clients, which is a lot of what this show is about, right? And building your business, your coaching business on a client-by-client basis and looking at it in the micro so that you can get the macro right. In doing that, we often lose sense of what happens once we get these clients, or what needs to happen in order for you to actually deliver on your services and to actually bring about the results that they're wanting. And one of the ways that you can do this, and I'm not saying drop everything and completely go with a fine comb through your program and turn them all into this. The longer you grow your business, the more you're going to want to do this one thing, which is to gamify the results that your clients get. Make a game out of it. Make it something that they want to show up for every day and keep on playing. And any good game you've ever played on your iPhone, on your computer, on your PlayStation, on your Xbox, on whatever game console you play or that you see others playing, there are these little dopamine hits that are built in. There's little quick wins. And there's I played Mortal Kombat 1, the newest one the other day on PlayStation. My buddy bought a PS5 to play a Spider-Man game. Had the Mortal Kombat game, so I'm playing it. We're going on a camp, or we're going up north of Sedona, and I'm just playing it while he's getting ready and packing. And there was a tutorial. And I don't play much video games, so I'm like, let me do the tutorial. That way, if we play later, I might not entirely get my ass whooped on this trip. So I'm playing, I do the whole tutorial, and in it are these little quick wins, so it keeps on baiting you along and keeps on making you play. That might be akin to you installing quick wins right when you get a paying client, so they already start getting results. That's for another episode. If that's interesting to you, shoot me a DM or leave a comment wherever you're getting this, and maybe one of these days we could talk about building in quick wins into your coaching program. But it should provide a dopamine drip. It should make them want to keep on going early and often. Maybe you put levels into what it is that you teach, and there's mini games and side quests along the way. Maybe there are rewards. Maybe once a year you do a competition with your clients, a giveaway, a thing that gets them competing in a fun and friendly nature. If you want to be engaging, these three things can help. Ask more questions, even when you get questions. Try to have a little bit more fun and just think about what would make what you're teaching and what you're going to have your clients do a little bit more fun. Probably more of an opportunity for me than anything, so I thought that it'd be worth saying here. And then lastly, gamify your coaching program. Thing number one is you have to be more engaging. Second is you have to tap into the power of the mastermind. You have to tap into the power of your community. As you start to build your program and you get more clients, the show isn't all about you. You have to remember that everyone is walking around thinking about themselves and worried about what other people are thinking about them the same way you are about you, the same way I am about me. And maybe I'm just projecting, maybe I'm not so alone in that. And so you have to tap into the power of numbers in your growing coaching program. Doing things like leveraging a Facebook group or a Slack channel wherever you are really creating the center of your coaching program. And if you don't have one, Facebook is an amazing free way for you to build a community, and you can actually host your coaching program in it, which is still what I do to this day because it's easy and it puts everything in a central place that everyone can comment on and share and also post their wins and do all those sorts of things. So leverage the power of the group and build engagement in. If you have a one-on-one client, you have a group program, but you still have clients that are on one-on-one and they're in the Facebook group with all the other members, at the end of the call, ask them, was this helpful? And when they say yes, say what was most insightful. And when they share what was most insightful, let them finish their whole thing and say, would you mind posting that in the group and sharing that before the end of today to consolidate it for you and then to also share it with some others who are also going through this? It'd mean a lot. And usually they will have no problem. And now you're boosting the engagement in your group and other students are seeing what other insights and AKA other wins your other students are having. It might make them want to upgrade from whatever level they're on onto one-on-one or to re-engage you in some one-on-one or to ask and to see if that's an option. On your calls, you have to build in the community. On your Zoom calls, do things in the very beginning so that as your clients come into the call, they're being engaged. They're having some fun. They don't want to even miss that beginning part for one reason or another that you can get creative with. And if you do these sorts of things and you drip these parts in all across your coaching program, it's going to make them want to continue to be involved, want to be engaged, potentially become a client for life. Leverage your Facebook group and leverage the power of the community. Leverage your coaching calls and to invite people personally to come on. And sometimes you'll hop on a call, you might have 10 clients in your program and no one comes on that group call. So you better get on your bicycle and you better start reminding them to show up and why they should show up. Hey, we're covering this thing. Or, hey, I want your insight on this thing. Can you make sure to be on next week's call or this upcoming call so the engagement builds? Don't expect this to happen of its own accord. You got to kind of do some hustle if it's not happening. And then also create the fear of missing out. If you are messaging your clients and saying, hey, we're covering this thing, this hot topic, be sure to be there. Hey, I'm bringing on this guest to talk with you guys specifically about this thing, about this question that you asked last month, last week on our last call. Be sure to be there. We're doing this exclusive giveaway in the first 10 minutes. We're doing this little contest. We're doing this thing. Someone's going to hold this title. You can get creative with all of these things. There are endless amount of ideas that you can do to create FOMO, the fear of missing out. And so do this in your marketing, but don't forget to do this with your clients and how you're delivering your services, how you're delivering the information, how you're delivering your coaching so that your clients want to show up. They want to show up early and they want to show up often. Thing number 2, it's all about community. Third, make your program and your deliverables from a perspective of self-service. I want for your clients, when they have a question, I want for them to know exactly where to go to get the answer. And if there's no one there and you're not responding to email or you have a 24 to 40 hour window or you don't have the answer necessarily right away, I want for you to think about ways that your clients can get the answer ahead of time. So one of those ways is, instead of relying on you and sending all of their questions to you, is have them post it in the group. Now you have the chance that another client is going to come and chime in with the answer. Maybe they got the answer from you. Maybe they know your methods in teaching, so they know the answer. Or maybe they just have their own perspective and they share an answer that makes that client feel better or gets the answer that they're looking for. And now your group and your program is becoming valuable just beyond you. Think about what questions you're being asked and create little videos like a Loom or just doing a screen recording with those answers and post them into a little data bank in your Facebook group or in your coaching program. And now when anyone has that question, you can tag them in the answer. Or if they have that question, they're going to start going through the video module, see the question, and then they don't even have to ask anything. They can just comment and add value to it. Now it pops it back up to the top of the Facebook group for everyone to see. Now your coaching program, now your group and community is living and it's breathing. So you can use Loom, you can use screen recording, you can use your iPhone. When you answer a question for a client, use that video and go and post it in the group, or set aside a time to make an actual Loom video to answer that question. And now anyone can get that answer at any point in time. You can tag people. When a new client joins, they're going to go to that, and they'll probably even skip your curriculum and just start going to the questions and the answers, and feeling like dude, and telling their spouse and telling their other friends and other people in your market that you're wanting to convert your coaching clients. They're going to be saying, this group, I've already gotten more value from it, and I haven't even gone through the curriculum. I haven't even gotten on a call with my coach. I haven't even done any of these things yet, and it's already been extremely valuable. This is how you make that effect happen. You can also make your program self-service by creating tools. Like, for instance, I needed a pipeline management for my pipeline. I needed a way to follow up. I needed a way to track. I needed a CRM, right? I needed a way to maintain and to manage my pipeline, my prospects, and to work them into clients. And so there's a lot of services that you could use. I started making one in Trello, and I started just making it the way I needed it. I wanted it simple, but I wanted it visual. I wanted to do these things. Made a couple iterations for myself, and one day I showed my client it while we were on a call. They're like, hey, what's that? Like, can I use that? And I was like, sure. And so I made a copy of it, gave it to them, and then I made it available for my whole program. And that's one of the primary ways that I get leads now, because I've made it available for free for all of my listeners here on the show and for my community. You can go to GetBookedCRM.com and you can download your copy and get a free training on how to use it, where I show you head to toe how to set it up and customize it. Or you can find me on Instagram and send me the letters CRM, and I can get you a free copy. And so instead of now me having to point my clients to go to a CRM of all the money and the decisions and the money that I have to invest, a lot of them are just starting out, or they're already limited on funds, or they just don't need something complex and to pay for something unnecessary. I can just give them this thing that I already made. So you might have things that you use in your business or that you use in your life that can directly help your clients. Repurpose it, refashion it, and give it to them for free. Give it to them as added value for being in your coaching program. For a while, it was for clients only. Now I've made it available for all of my listeners and for all of my subscribers and community. Make tools. Last part of this to make your program self-service is the call replays. Have a group call once a week. We haven't talked about in a while. Have a group call once a week for 60 minutes to 90 minutes. And then afterwards, upload that to your Facebook group. Use the @everyone tag so that everyone actually gets tagged in it and knows that it's available. Comment and tag your clients individually and say, yo, check this out. Yo, you asked about this the other day. Yo, what are your thoughts on this? Hey, here's the replay. Drop a comment with your biggest insight when, at your earliest convenience, or something like that. So that now that video replay gets bumped up to the top. It adds value to your program. You now have a little call bank in your curriculum and in your guides of your Facebook group or in your program or however you're organizing it. And you have call replays. And just like I did when I joined the coaching programs that I'm in, I go to those call replays first. That's where the value is, in seeing the other people learn, hearing what the other people are asking, seeing who else is crushing it. And I have often gotten more value from the call replays than I have from the actual curriculum and coaching programs that I've been in. Thing number 3, make your program self-service. Make it to where your clients can log in at any point in time throughout the day, throughout the week, and ask questions, and have a way for them to get answers, to find answers, and a way for you to deliver those answers that is delivered in a one-to-many fashion, so that when new clients join, it's even easier and better for them. Make it self-service. Lastly, thing number 4, if you've gotten value from anything so far in this episode, a reminder that you already knew, or a tip that you hadn't thought about just yet, be sure to take a screenshot wherever you're getting this show, post it on your story, tag me @WhatUpJeremy, and I will repost you to mine to pay it forward. This show grows 100% organically, and you sharing it means the world. And I think that a lot of people would also get a lot of value from it that you might know, and you could be the person that gave them and delivered them that value. Thing number 4, in my philosophy for delivering your coaching program, delivering your digital services, and delivering on the transformation that you are promising and are fulfilling on and providing, is market from. There is a lot of time that can be spent and wasted on marketing, on creating content, on all of these things. And instead, what I would implore you to do is think from the end. And the end is you delivering goods to a client. So deliver those goods to your client and to your clients and in your coaching program, and then take the videos, take the tools, take the replays, take all these things that you've created, the sawdust, so to say, the scraps that are left over, and repurpose those and create them as your marketing. Now, you can make clips and post them, and bada bing, bada boom, and you don't have to go and create anything new. Or you can say, wow, that was a really good tip. Let me now go shoot my TikTok. Let me now go shoot my reel from that thing that I shared with the client. Let me go now take what just happened on this one-on-one call and let me make that into a carousel post. Let me now take this concept and record a 1-minute story for fresh and deliver it on Instagram, on Facebook, or on TikTok. Is you got to look at your delivery, that delivery wing of your online business as the foundation. And if we do the Neville Goddard method and we think from the end in your getting clients pipeline, it's delivering is at the end of that. And when you take that delivery and you all of the most valuable pieces from it and you turn that into your marketing, that's where you're gonna have people, because your marketing will make far more of an impact than your coaching program ever would. By the law of numbers, you're gonna get people who find you because of your best stuff, which you deliver to your clients, and then they're gonna hire you. And at worst, they're gonna get results from you, and they're gonna talk highly about your name when it's brought up, and they're gonna speak highly about the things that you do and create, and they're gonna know the results they got and attribute them to you, and maybe one day actually become a paying client. Deliver it first with your clients and deliver the hell out of it. Make it your best work. And then cut those things, trim those things, and repurpose and refashion them from your content. And if you're at all having any mental limitations about, well, my clients paid for this, and I don't want to go and give it away for free, just know that anytime you consume something on social media, you're never going to value it as much as someone who paid for it. And so if you don't want to lead with your best stuff, well, what is your other option? Lead with your worst, lead with some crappy stuff. And I think that in my experience has been that when you post your best stuff and when it's from your coaching program and your clients see it pop up on their feeds, which they will, usually they're going to comment on it, usually they're going to like it, maybe even share it, and add to the value that it is that you're sharing, and be proud that you're their coach and want to be seen as one of your clients and want to boost that up in the algorithm through liking, through commenting, through sharing, those sorts of things. And so if you're at all having any qualms about this, just know that most of your clients are going to be supportive. And if not, have a conversation with them, and also do your best to maybe not attract in those sorts of people. You got to do your best to kind of sort through what may have caused that, and don't do those things that cause that. But then also know that like the worksheets that came with it and the presentation and all of the rest of it that wasn't in that little clip that you shared, that's in your coaching program. That's not available for the rest of the world to get. So deliver the hell out of it with your clients and make your best stuff for your clients. And then take that, cut that, remix it, refashion it, repurpose it, redo it as your marketing. And what you'll find is that when your prospect become clients, they're gonna be wowed. They're gonna feel like they've been giving a key to the castle because they've been looking at all of your work through a peephole of social media. And now they're gonna feel like, wow, this person had so much for free on social, but now look at the depth of what they actually have in their coaching program. And when they have that sort of feeling, the transformation has already started. The value has already been delivered, and they haven't even yet gotten the results from your program, but they are well on their way, and you are well on your way to creating a client for life. Whenever you are ready, in the next episode of Client by Client, I want for you to steal my best follow-up tactics for landing clients, booking calls, and selling high-ticket coaching programs and digital services. Be sure to come back tomorrow. Episode 155 is guaranteed to be an absolute banger. Whenever you are ready, here are a couple ways I can help you grow your online business. First, download your free copy of GetBookedCRM. Coaches, are you still managing your leads and pipeline from Instagram DM, Facebook Messenger, and your email inbox, where you're losing leads in the cracks and leaving a lot of money and clients on the table every single month? That's why I created GetBookedCRM. What started out as a simple and free way for me to manage my pipeline and turn prospects into clients has quickly become a favorite tool of my private students and many members in the Leverage Coach community. Get leads and turn them into clients in half the time. To download your free copy now, just find me over on Instagram and send me the letters CRM. Second, join my free group for online coaches. I've got hundreds of business owners from all over the world, all implementing my methods and strategies for starting and growing an online business and getting clients consistently. To get your free invitation now, just find me on Instagram or wherever you're getting the show and send me the word group. Lastly, become my next success story. I'm getting a couple coaches together this month to implement my methods and frameworks for injecting a minimum of 15K worth of new clients or doubling your existing client roster base over the next 30, 60, 90 days. But working with the right people is the most important thing to me. So this is only for you if you are a relationship-focused coach and business owner who always puts the client ahead of the money. You've been working with clients for at least 6 months to a year. You'd like to get 3 to 5 clients organically every week or month from social media without wasting money and time on paid ads. You have at least 300 friends on a social platform, email list, or Facebook group, you are willing to take bold, inspired action because you know that your success depends upon it. And last but most importantly, you can keep a secret. That's you want you to grab your phone right now, give that Instagram app a tap, do a little search, find me at WhatUpJeremy, give me a follow, binge on some reels while you're there. And when you're ready, I want for you to message me the words case study. When you do that, I'll ask you a couple questions about your online business and about your vision for the next 12 months. Then I'll share with you what we have coming up this month in the program, how we're already helping students from all over the world in varying coaching niches to get clients consistently and scale their online business. And we'll also identify what part of the program will likely make the biggest impact on your business the soonest. That way you know what to expect. For all the details now, just find me over on Instagram at WhatUpJeremy and send me the words case study. That's it for this episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in the next one. Cheers. LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, what's up? Thanks so much for being here. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell on YouTube. Watch one of these other videos that's lined up over here, and subscribe to the podcast. LinkedIn, share this with your connections if you got value so that your connections can as well. Facebook, leave a like and a comment with your biggest insights. That's it for me. I'll see you guys back again tomorrow. Cheers.